Beirut, Lebanon. Images and reports from witnesses in the northern Syrian city of Raqqa suggest that the United States-led coalition battling the Islamic State there has used munitions loaded with white phosphorus, the use of which in populated areas is prohibited under international law. Photographs and video clips posted online showed blinding spots of light spreading outward on Thursday night over what residents said was eastern Raqqa. By day, the images showed low white puffs trailing tentacles of white smoke. Both are typical visual signatures of white phosphorus, which can be loaded into artillery shells. The images were distributed by the Amaq news agency of the Islamic State, as well as a monitoring group called Raqqa is being slaughtered silently. The Islamic State has made claims of use of white phosphorus by United States-led forces before as part of its efforts to discredit its enemies. White phosphorus, along with other incendiaries, has been used by Syrian government forces battling insurgents in Aleppo and elsewhere. It is not illegal under international law for militaries to possess and use white phosphorus, and the United States and other Western militaries say they use it mainly to create smoke screens to hide troop movements. But it can also be used as an incendiary weapon, setting very hot fires. And like thermite and napalm, it is prescribed in civilian areas by international law. A United States official acknowledged that American forces who are fighting the Islamic State, also known as ISIS, in Iraq and Syria have access to white phosphorus munitions, but he said it was not being used against personnel. The official spoke on the condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to discuss the use of the munition. The spokesman for the American-led task force that is fighting the militants, Colonel Ryan Dillon, said that as a matter of policy he could not discuss the use of specific munitions. But he added that in accordance with the law of armed conflict, white phosphorus rounds are used for screening, obscuring and marking in a way that fully considers the possible incidental effects on civilians and civilian structures. It has not been determined whether the shells that appeared to contain white phosphorus landed in populated areas, but tens of thousands of civilians are believed to still be in Raqqa, even as many Islamic State leaders have fled south to Mayadeen and Deir al-Zawar province. UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, warned that 40,000